Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God in Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sume miyoya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no himuka no tachi hana no. Odo no ahagi harani. Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi. Moro moro no maga goto tsumi kegare o. Harai tamae kiyome tamae toma o sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete. Kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Nagara tamachi hae mase. Nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity a reality in our life. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching this evening is entitled Paradise on Earth, and it's found on the Daily Inspirations, page 29. I'm doing my utmost to help fulfill God's marvelous plan of establishing paradise on earth. A civilization in which disease, poverty, and conflict no longer exist will be a paradise on earth. Paradise on earth is a world where truth, virtue, and beauty manifest in perfect form. The aim of our spiritual movement is to establish a paradise on earth by helping to create and promote a spiritual civilization that will develop alongside our present material civilization. Paradise on earth is the phrase I have used to describe a world free from disease, poverty, and conflict, a world that has long been the ideal of humanity. Over the ages, spiritual leaders from various cultures have prophesied the advent of such a world without specifying a time frame for the realization of such ideals. However, I have become aware of the fact that the moment is close at hand. It would be extremely fortunate for humanity if paradise on earth could be established without any major changes. The truth is, however, that in order for an ideal world to be realized, the cleansing of the present world must first be accomplished, just as an old house must be razed and the site cleared before a new house can be built. There will be a number of parts from the old structure that will be usable and thus be spared, but their selection, of course, is up to God. To survive, all human beings must become useful members of the new civilization. By doing so, we can surmount this great change and pass God's test. This can only be achieved through faith in God. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards the world's peace, towards the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Delange Araújo. She's from the Bonfim Johrei Center in Bahia, Brazil. Delange is 36 years old and was introduced to our church in 1996 through a childhood friend. Delange began attending the Johrei Center and participating in some activities with the youth group, but ended up not giving continuity. In May of 2022, she ran into this friend who asked how she was doing. Delange had reported her concern for her daughter, who had been hospitalized for 52 days. She had been diagnosed with lupus, and due to the long period of hospitalization, she developed anxiety. To listen to her, Delange's friend said that she needed to receive Johrei and invited her to go to the Johrei Center, where she went the next day. At the center, a lay leader prayed with her at the altar, entrusting her daughter's purification to God and Meishu-sama. Delange was instructed to receive Johrei for 30 consecutive days along with her daughter. Consequently, they began to attend the center and participate in evening service 2 or 3 times a week. Every time she went to the Johrei Center, she felt welcomed by everyone and began to identify with our faith. After 30 days, she felt safer as she began to understand that purifications are manifestations of God's love for our growth and spiritual elevation. Delange gained faith and confidence and noticed that her daughter improved as she received Johrei and anxiety attacks rarely occurred. With the desire to serve God and Meishu-sama, Delange enrolled in the membership classes and was allowed to receive the sacred focal point of Hikari in June of 2022. She began to channel Johrei to her daughter, and currently she no longer has anxiety attacks, nor does she have lupus symptoms. The Ranji dedicates in the center's reception as an MC and liturgy, much love and gratitude for being used for the divine work. She is very thankful to God and Meishu-sama, as well as to her ancestors, for the permission to serve in the construction of paradise on earth, and to her friend, who guided her to our faith and supported her from the very beginning. The Ranji makes the commitment to further serving the divine work, caring for others, as the ministry members did for her and her daughter. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, for listening to this very beautiful faith experience. I wish you all a very blessed weekend, and with this concludes our evening service.